What is a shinobi? Any person with a heart called to serve whose discipline has made them dangerous is hereby titled shinobi. These are their stories. Ninjas, we're live and in studio. Welcome back to Shinobi Chronicles, hosted by Zero and Naseem King. Today we're joined by TSO Meechie. Meechie, let the young ninjas know where they can find you online, man. What's the ads?
My Instagram, Real and Meechie. Facebook, I think it's TSO Meechie. Yeah, you can find me over there.
Appreciate you for joining us today, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
Our goal here is always to provide inspiration, education, and motivation for our fellow shinobi who are walking the path to greatness through achievement and service. As always, it's our great honor to serve y'all, and so we will not disappoint. I hope y'all have been pursuing your highest selves over the last week. Today we're going to be going into the true meaning of a servant's heart, and then we're also going to be discussing why success warrants that you believe in yourself almost like it's a religion. And then lastly, we'll be giving open thoughts to the public. Naseem, you ready? All right. Meechie, my boy, you ready? We look crazy. Yeah, that's it. So all right, let's get into it. So first subject is discussing what a servant heart really is, how you use that, how that motivates you, like where it comes from, and I mean what that means. All of us here got younger siblings. That's one thing that we can definitely relate to, you know. I don't know if you ever think about having kids. I mean, I know it must cross everybody's mind because you think it's gonna happen to you one day, no matter what. Anyway, the way we live it out here. So
I mean, shit, probably like one or two, but shit, not right now anyway. You know, 1 or 2 probably.
Yeah, but the place we in right now, like we already got younger children. Like it's already kids out here that we've been looking out for like our whole lives. Like you know what it's like. You know, you talk about it in your music all the time, looking out for your love, bro, making sure that your family's straight. I know you know how it goes. Like, what has that experience been like, being motivated by the family that you see around you?
Shit, what it means, yeah, it means a lot for real, cause shit, I got people that look up to me, you know what I'm saying? So that means shit, I gotta do right, you know what I mean? I gotta look up to me type deal, you know? So shit, I gotta keep going on that, you know? Cause I got people to look up to me, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't want to call it motivation. It's we was talking about the other day, leading by example. Yeah, if you want your family to do good, then you gotta show that you doing good, and they'll follow suit. Then they're like, oh, my big brother, I see him doing good. I'm gonna try to do what he do.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Was there ever times that y'all like hated the burden of having little ones that's looking at you, where like you was like, has your mom ever been like, oh, I can't believe you teach your younger siblings to do that, or like look at the example that you set, and that ever been like levied against you? And,
Yeah.
am I the only one?
Has it been time?
I mean, yeah, like has there been times, but additionally, you know, has there been times where you've done it to yourself, where you was like, you ain't never made a mistake, got embarrassed, and like you was mad that your siblings saw you go down and out like that?
Yeah.
Like,
Damn right.
Alright, let's see.
come on, tell me one.
Give an example.
Go ahead.
Alright, one of them is something I don't like saying too much, but I did drop out of school, and I'm doing well so far. But I do want my siblings to go for. I do regret not finishing school and then watching my siblings and seeing them like, hey man, you do gotta go to school. It is important. It's teaching you how to learn. So when you get into the real world, you can actually learn other skills.
Yeah.
Now everything you learn in school, you actually not gonna learn outside of the real world. But like I said, it is teaching you how to learn.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. So if my sibling was doing bad, they like, dang, they had me an example. They like, dang, Jerry, I still school, we doing fine. Yeah, don't. I be trying to get them on it.
Shit. I'm just saying, goddamn me, like back when I was in school and shit, goddamn me, I was a badass dude. Like, I was getting kicked out, shit. You hear me, goddamn me, every semester, shit. I was in alternative school, shit, all the way up to my senior year in school. Like, I was going to school, you hear me, but I kept getting kicked out of my regular school and going alternative school and shit, so. But shit, I graduated on God. I graduated in 2020. And shit, but little brother got DM me, you hear me, he think it's cool. Little sister, you know what I'm saying, think it's cool to, you know what I'm saying, skip class and disrespect, especially little brother think it's cool to skip. Well, you know what I'm saying, disrespected and shit, you hear me? It ain't cool, little brother. I be trying to tell him, say, get it together, you hear me, you got motherfucker got to graduate. I be trying to tell her sister that too, shit. They young though. That's how I was. I was young, shit. I ain't know till shit like this. Shit like my junior, senior year. That's when I got it together, bro. But yeah, they gonna get. That's one of my times.
What made you want to get it together? You know, was it
Look,
just
she
you
my
looking?
bird, ain't she on my ass? Shit, telling me to graduate. Shit, you don't graduate, shit. You gotta get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Shit, I had to graduate, so shit. If I ain't graduate, shit, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, oh God, I don't know what I'll be doing if I graduate. I don't know, but graduate, that shit do mean somebody though at the same time. Cause yeah, you getting good colleges and shit, but you find a good job with that shit too. Like how you see what you get what I'm saying? Like, how you can find a good job with that shit, like with your GED. Because most people that get their GED, they don't got good jobs. Yeah. If you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been trying to do my research on that. Like most people, they got their GEDs, they don't got good jobs. Shit, they work in fast food restaurants.
I mean, a GED technically is supposed to be to take you as far as a
High school.
as a diploma.
Yeah, you right.
So.
Right.
So it's supposed to be about the same that, you know, if you don't have a college degree, then, you know, but I mean, it's motherfuckers with the college, it's motherfuckers with a college degree that still got the same type of jobs that we got. That's another one, bro. I mean, graduated, I'm almost at a point where, like, it really don't matter if you graduate or not. Like, what matters is who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
And that can come out of either side. You can graduate everything and still be nobody, or you can graduate shit and still be him. So, what I mean, but.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I see motherfuckers, they got college degrees, you know. They got jobs, and good high paying jobs and shit like that. They say they do in school and shit like that. They say if you get this degree, you get a high paying job.
Even your high paying job, most of these niggas still out here.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
So that's the scary part. Like, the scariest place to be in right now in this country is actually like in the middle class when you're making 80,000, 100,000, 120,000 a year from your salary job, because you feel like you made it because you can buy whatever luxuries you want for the most part, but like you ain't a millionaire. Like, you ain't made it nowhere. You still check to check. You ain't got it saved up to go travel the world. You know, you still got to go hit your 40 hours at least. And most of us still, lawyers, doctors, nurses, they're doing overtime still. Like, the same way I go for a 14-hour shift, so is my RN mom. No offense, mom, but I mean, I might cut that. I might, but even so, you know, yes, you might make more paper than me per hour, but you're still only getting paid by the hour until you figure out your multiple streams, until you on the ownership, not the slave ship. What's the difference? That right there, that's what I be trying to teach my siblings straight from the get-go before they even got to get out here and get jobs. Get on the ownership. Because everything else is a slave ship. Like, if you own the shit, what is it? But we came from a different generation. Like, the older generation, all they understood was get your job and do your time. And so, you know, those who succeeded in that, like, I thank them for what they do. You know, we needed the nurses and the doctors, and we still do. And there's people who are becoming nurses and doctors right now. We're going to still need them people too. But
right.
it's a different calling, you know. The service, like when you get your job, you for the most part really trying to do for you, but like when you're trying to, what is going to motivate you to go for more is that desire to put on for more, you know. You feeding for more. You're not just looking out for just even you and just your family. Like when you really go into the depths of it, like you want to look out for your family, then you want to look out for your neighbors, you want to look out for your friends, you want to look out for your fans because you're gonna have them. You want to give them good knowledge, information. You want to give them a good role model to follow. Like you looking out for everybody that look up to you, whoever that might be, wherever they might be. You know, and that's a different calling.
It's facts.
But I mean, it's a lot of people who don't have that calling. That's why I mentioned like in your favorite shows, like for me it was like Naruto. But like you mentioned watching like Kids Next Door. Did you like that show for real? Okay, so like, and I mentioned how they was taking missions for the other kids that wasn't intelligent, that didn't have the skill, that didn't know how to fight, that didn't know how to whatever. Like that's who they was called on to help. In Naruto, like you had the ninjas, but then you had mostly average regular citizens that were sitting at home when the village got blown up. You know what I mean?
Average Joe.
Average Joe, that is what we did call it, average Joe. I ain't gonna think. But you had your select few who had not only the power, but they had that servant's heart to take on missions. That's what they did. They took on missions. People paid them some money, yeah, but they said, hey, can you come take care of this for me? Because it's beyond me. It's only a select few that's chosen to go to that beyond.
Right.
But you're not gonna be called on it by trying to, hey, I'm just trying to do me, trying to get mine. Like those who are called are the ones who already feel like they're looking out for everybody that's coming on behind them. You're looking out for more. You're looking out for your community. Like they're gonna be like that calling is gonna fuel you. That's what's gonna get you to go to the point where you can become that ninja, that kid next door. You know what I'm saying? Where you can become Huey and Riley. Goddamn, they was called. Unlike most of the kids in that show, they was called. And tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I wrote down this Jordan Peterson quote. I'm pretty sure he's a philosopher at this point. I'm gonna have to look that up so I can quote him correctly. But he said, a good man is a dangerous man who has it under control. Imagine, like, to have all the power to command that. You want to buy land for your mom. Like, I want to show my siblings how to get rich. Like, you desire to break generational curses of your family. Like, overall, like, to be powerful enough to do those good things that you aspire to be, you know, you have to be dangerous. Yeah, dangerous enough, as dangerous as the bad guy, you know, as dangerous as the villains, as dangerous as those who would come into your house at night. Mm-hmm. But then you got to have it under control enough that you use that power for something different, you know?
It's all about strategy. It's all about mind game. It's a mind game. Strategy game. I love strategy. It's your chess, not checkers. Okay.
Absolutely, it's chess.
Smart nigga don't always outlive the tough nigga. You hear me? Like, that's rule number one. This shit chess, not checkers. On God. That's why I be trying to tell them, bro, you don't crash out. These niggas can crash out. Yeah. Don't let them crash. They crash out trying to get up on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go crash out trying to get up on them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move aside.
Don't ever seek the violence. You know, if it come to you, be ready for it. Right. What do they say? They say it's better to be it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You know what I mean? So that means when they come, like you said, be ready for it. Yeah. But you ain't gotta be the one that's seeking the destruction.
Hey man.
Absolutely.
You can't be putting fur, you know what I'm saying? Putting your fur, can't show fur. You can't show fur, oh God. Cause if you show fur, what you gonna get? Bullies, all type of shit. Bad luck, not even bad luck, but you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
who fuck gonna fuck with you?
You gonna have come people that try to fuck with you, like you said. They fuck with you. They see the weakness.
You know what I'm saying? So the only man I fear is God. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I pray to him. God, so I don't be in too much. You know, God. You know, it's me.
Well, put the fear of God in you.
Man, he been in me though.
Second?
I said he been like, man, you said put the fur, you said you put the fur in God.
I said, what put the fear of God? What happened to make you?
Oh, shit. I got shot. Shit, I got shot in the neck. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. Oh, God. And shit, and then I I seen my granny shit. I died that day. Me came back to life shit. I seen my granny shit. That's what woke me up shit. Oh God, it was a miracle. That motherfucker went through my neck, behind my heart. Motherfucker, it got lodged under my armpit. Oh God. So it got stuck right there. You know? So shit. That's what made me, believe in God. Well, I've been believing, but, put my faith in him. Oh God. It's me though.
TSO Meechie.
Stars again. Oh God. New music coming soon. I gotta drop some videos. I gotta start dropping.
I meant to bring a speaker. I wanted you to put a track on here.
Yeah, we can do that next time though.
Nah.
Oh God, there's more. I don't rap like no Saint. I don't rap like these St. Louis niggas. Like, these St. Louis niggas, they rap like jibber jabber. I'm telling you, like, when I hear me rap, it's a real deal. Like, I gotta really hear what I'm saying. Like, it's a real therapeutic. I swear to God, like, you gonna be vibed out. I get on, and I'm versatile. I get on anytime. Drill time, love time, anytime.
And drill time and love time is the same thing in my book.
Yeah, it's great. God. Any type of time. Shit, country, I make a country song, a gospel song. Oh God, any type of song. God.
You making country songs, bro?
Shit, I make one shit for some money, yeah. But I make one, yeah. Make one for some paper, damn right. Yeah, new shit coming soon. I need to start dropping, man. Y'all gonna see me, man. Zero and Naseem. Let me see some. Let me see my Let me see where I got it right. My Facebook, man. Yeah, my Facebook the same as my Instagram. Zero and Naseem. Oh God, ROADRUENA Meechie. Oh God, I know y'all know how to spell Meechie. Oh God, gang shit. Mama, shout out my guys, man. Mo, Benzo, my mom, my old gang, shout out little brother. Yeah. My up and coming artists, for sure. Yeah.
Getting the power, man. Getting it under control.
Yeah. Trying to.
So we're gonna slide into seg 2, which is really that you gotta believe in yourself like it's a religion in order to succeed. Essentially, that success demands it. You have to. I feel like I came up with a quote the other day in my own mind. I'm not gonna say came up with a quote, but I had this thought. It was along the lines that, to truly believe that you can fly is to forget what it's like to not know how. When once you know that you can do that, it is you almost forget what it was like not understanding, what that must be. Does that make sense?
Say it again, good.
To truly believe that you can fly is to forget what it's like to not know how.
That makes so much sense.
I get what you're saying, bro. I get what you're saying.
That makes so much sense. Oh God.
It's like that change of belief is like it's a complete change of thought pattern, when
Instead of having that feeling of I can't do it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's hard for me to explain, but I get what you're saying.
I don't know.
okay. Imagine like this: you're on the top of a roof, right? And you're about to run. If you did this right now, as you got closer to that, you would slow down. Eventually, you're gonna stop because you're gonna have doubts. You're gonna have questions. You can be like, okay, am I really finna take off? Am I really finna take flight? But when you really know that you can do it, when you believe that, you're gonna forget, like, there is no doubt. You don't run, like, you don't take off running and jump with this thought in your mind, like, I might fall. It never comes because you forgot what it's like to not know how to fly, That's, the evolution is almost like you completely forget your old way of thinking.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Which is why, like, I felt like it was important. Well, I feel like that's why instances like Naruto's catchphrase was incredibly important. The nigga used to say, believe it, all the time. But that was his way of saying, like, whatever I say, like, it's gonna become true. Believe it. He meant that, but, like, you have to forget that. He didn't doubt that.
Yeah.
I don't think he doubted that. I mean, and he's showing a character in the show, but regardless, I gotta wake up and know for myself for sure, hey, I'm gonna break generational curses.
Yeah, that's how you gotta think.
And you gotta be the first person to remind yourself of it.
Yeah.
Because nobody else knows your future but you if you're gonna determine it.
That's facts.
Right.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of people who cannot see the vision. It's beyond their ability. It wasn't their God-given vision, it was yours.
Right. Can't nobody see the vision but you. If they can't see your vision, I mean, for them to be around it, you gotta separate yourself.
I mean, the truth is when you really see your vision and you declare it for yourself, eventually there will come people who can see what you're describing. When you see it for yourself so clearly, I can tell you exactly what it is, and you can see it too, and you say like, I like the way that looks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come with you. But most of the time, it's only gonna be a handful. It's 8 billion people on the planet. You might find 5 people in the world who can see your vision.
Right.
At least on the highest levels. Then behind that, you might find another 100 people who can see it like on a pretty high level. Then you might find 1,000 or 100,000 people who can see it on a certain level. But the people who are gonna find who are gonna see your vision and be capable of like running with you to get that accomplished on the highest, deepest level is probably gonna be a handful. But you still have to, in order to even like tell them what it is, you know, you do gotta believe it for yourself. You gotta see it for yourself first. You know, even an architect, like he could come tell people like, oh, I got this idea, but if he can't put it on paper, if he don't see it well enough to create a version of it that somebody else can understand, nobody's gonna help him come build it off verbal instructions. Like, you ain't gonna be like, well, just do this and do that because I said so. It's gonna work out. Like they want to be able to see the steps. Do this, do A, B, C, and it gets you there. You know, you really do have to see it for yourself. But you gotta believe it for yourself too. You know, those two things come together. As you learn more, you can see more, and then when you can see more, you know, you can do more for yourself and describe that more to other people. But like I said, you gotta believe in yourself like it's a religion.
Right. Yeah.
In any religion, they're gonna tell you to study your text, you know, study the Bible, study the Quran, study the Torah. But you gotta study yourself too. Learn what your strengths and your weaknesses are, your aptitudes, and you gotta work on yourself. You know, you gotta test yourself. You gotta improve in them areas. Improve where you're good, for sure. Keep getting better. But look at where you're weak. Keep improving on that too. But that degree of self-study and outward study too.
Yeah.
You gotta take from multiple sources, not just what you already believe. You gotta see what motivates you. The people who are against you.
Yeah, most definitely. You gotta see shit like that. Yeah. I like that. Say that again, good.
I don't know that I can.
I like that, yeah. I like that. That's decent.
When did you believe in yourself the least?
Shoot, probably last year for me. When I was bigger and fatter and stuff, man. I'm gonna keep going back into it, man. Now that I got skinnier, hit the gym, not fat no more, man. Shoot, I ain't believe myself at all. I'm like, dang, I ain't had no job, nothing. I was just down and out.
Oh, God.
For real, I could not do nothing. I'm like, dang, bro. Every time I looked in the mirror after I used the bathroom or something, man, I was like, bro, this nigga ain't shit.
Oh, God.
Not at all. So, that's what I get. I'm glad you actually responded back. I'm like, man, you still at the gym? Got in that shit, bro. But now look at me, I got a job, working to improve myself, and like I said, I'm believing in myself, seeing that future in myself and working towards it. So during that time, man,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Shit, it did me. Shit, when I got hit, that did me. Cause shit, when I got hit, I thought it was over. God, I had a brace. I had a neck brace around my shit for like 3-4 weeks. Oh God, I couldn't even work. And diagnosed with PTSD, sleepless nights. You hear me?
Man.
Oh God, still to this day, shit. Oh God, but shit. After I say shit, like a month or 2 later, shit, motherfucker just been trying to get their mental right, shit, financially stable, shit. But yeah, when I got hit, shit, I thought it was over. My mom was down bad. I lost my whip. God. Yeah. Thought it was over. But she gonna bounce back now. It ain't shit to it.
Yes, sir. That's important.
Mother God. It ain't shit to it. Gotta get it. Slow feet don't eat. I don't know. Slow feet don't eat.
Ain't no bread at the crib.
Nothing wrong.
I swear, a nigga said that to me at Amazon. I was like, bro, you were always here. You was literally always here. I swear, like every time I come here to work, you working. He's like, ain't no bread at the crib. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
But was he lying though? Like you said, right? Not at all. Man, I felt my lowest. I believed in myself the least. The first couple of days I was locked up in Mexico, like, them first couple of days when I was at the police station waiting to go to the big jail. It's like 4 cells in there. Nigga done told, like, I'm getting told different stories. You know, a dude that came in and told me, the first call I got, they didn't let me talk to nobody who spoke English the whole way. Like, I was asking them, you know, puedo hablar con alguien quien puede hablar inglés? They was pretending like they was being stupid. I was like, come on, bro, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Y'all know these words. And I talk to somebody who speaks English, and they was tripping with me. I get a call from a lawyer named Miguel. This is like hours later after I went through this long car ride and shit. The one thing they let me do, I'm not surprised because Mexican men, they love women. They let me send money to my girl, and I was like, hey man, she gotta pay this rent, like, and I gotta turn my card on. Can I please just make sure the money is there for her? And they was like, yeah, you can do that. I was sitting in the back of the police car and everything. They let me do that, but other than that, like, I ain't getting no contact. Like, I guess I did. When I was getting arrested, they let me talk to my mom, my daddy, and them, but that shit was just depressing as was. Like, but I talked to a lawyer named Miguel, which is Spanish for Michael, of course, my middle name and shit. He told me, man, probably be about a month. I'm like, oh my God. Then later on, I'm in the cell. Some hours later, a dude came and told me, like, oh, it's just a gun. You'll probably get out of here in 2 days. Like, they're just gonna hold you and send you back. I was like, okay, all right, I could deal with that. The 2 days they came and they went, bro. I sat in there hoping and believing, like thinking, like I was counting the hours, like, man, how long has it been? I ain't got no phone, no time, just judging by the sun, like. And then that marker passes and you're still sitting there behind these bars, like contemplating, like, I wonder if this is how my dog feels when I put my dog in the cage. And like, they just gotta sit there and just, you can't. You can go pee over here. You can sit around and do some push-ups, but like you're not going nowhere until they decide. It's rough. It's a different place. But man, that like I said, in those early days, especially after I found out, like, okay, it's not gonna be these 2 days. I'm probably gonna be here a little minute. You know, that's when you believe in yourself. I mean, that's when I really, truly, I mean, I didn't know what was up for me. You know, you don't know that it's gonna really be a month. Like you said, maybe like about, you know, but then while you're sitting, when you're in jail, like I don't even know. I thought that was my lowest, but like, it's like when you're there and these dudes are telling me like, yeah, that sounds good. Like, okay, first hearing like, you gotta come up with like 12K. I didn't have that shit. I think I had around 6 or something left when I got up in there, but I knew that like somebody was gonna have to go back home to get me out. Like the girl needed some, but my mama I needed some of that goddamn money too. And that 8 was gonna have to come from somewhere else. And motherfuckers is telling you nightmare stories about lawyers who will take your bread and they be like, all right, I can't show up. They just ditch on your court date, and then you starting over from scratch with a new lawyer or something. You know, you really don't. Yeah, you got this idea that it might be over around this, but you don't. You're looking at 4 years in a corrupt country. You know, they could pin that on you, and what can you do? They ain't gonna put you on the plane unless they put you on the plane. But contemplating, sitting there. What was I? 22. It was 2021, so I had to have been 22 because my birthday had passed, 25, something like that. I'm pretty sure I was 22, 23. It doesn't matter to me.
22.
No, I was 23. I'm being a little stupid because I'm 25 now. I was 23, but shit, that era was right there. Wondering if I was gonna pass my 24th birthday, like wearing yellow and surrounded by Spanish speakers, trying to win Cancun jail basketball trophies. Doing my laundry in a bucket with some soap. And then getting told what days of the week I could and couldn't do the fucking laundry, and then they changed the motherfucking days. So sometimes, at first it was you can do your laundry whatever, then it was you can only do your laundry like Tuesday and Thursday, and then it was only like Monday and Wednesday, and shit, everything's a lot. It's a whole different setting, but everything's a lot, but not knowing if I was gonna sit there for 4 more years, like if I wasn't gonna walk up out of here until I was 28. I ain't even 28 yet. I would still be there.
Yes, you can. Okay. And that bitch cold as hell too. I know it is.
Mexico warm, bro. It was coming.
When I was in that bitch, I was cold.
Man, they ain't,
I was just in that
they ain't
bitch.
got, it's not, they don't got power facilities,
I
bro.
was in Florida. I was in that bitch for like 3 days though. On God. Some little petty ass shit. My mom was in there for like 3 days with a big ass. I had a big ass 3/8 jumpsuit on with some big ass inmate drawers, big ass flip flops on God, all orange. I said that bitch 3 days hella cold. My little bottom was $2 or shit. Bounce back from it too.
Yes, sir.
I was on papers for this, like, damn. When this shit happened? 2021? 20.
What, 2021? Same year?
It
was same year, bro. It was same year.
Yeah, this shit happened 21 shots.
Florida 2021
Yeah.
was in like June, July sometime.
Yeah, July. It was in July. Yeah, I was on
And I got teed up in November.
21, 22. Yeah, I was on paper shit 2 years. Oh God. Bounce back from that little shit with petty ass. Petty shit, man.
I wonder where does that shift come from? When you at your lowest point, I guess we have discussed this before, but on the path back, like when do you really start to feel like you believe in yourself again? Where you're like, okay, I really still got this.
When I look back on the good shit I used to do, oh God, or think ahead of time, think futuristic. Like, I swear to God, I can close my eyes right now and imagine me on the stage, rapping my music, chains on, all that shit, beats, you know what I mean? My niggas work, all that shit. Oh God, I can close my eyes and imagine that shit. Cause I know that shit don't come true. Oh God. So I said, that's me. I think ahead of the game, futuristic. I don't be on no.
You pull from your future self,
Yeah.
and it put you on to work right now.
Yeah. Oh God. That's how I be. That's how I make music. For real. Oh God. Like I just think on some.
Thinking about your future self, that's what pulls you.
Yeah.
That's what pulled you from your lowest.
Yeah. Mother devil. Sometimes I smoke, drink, but shit, you can't be stuck in your past like negative thoughts and shit. Cause shit, that's gonna bring you down, them negative thoughts. Oh God, being stuck in your past, that's gonna bring you down too. You know what I'm saying? Past is the past. After every funeral, what happened? You did. And what happened? Everybody,
Wrong about their business.
you know what I'm saying?
They still live.
You know what I'm saying? So give me my flowers, I'm hurt now. So, oh God. But shit, that's how that shit goes. That's how I think ahead.
It's a moment. Man, that's a moment in Naruto that I love. I caught that you say, you know, reflect on your past. That shit'll fuck you up. You know, it's a certain time and a place for it. We got funerals, but there's a moment where you reflect, but you don't want to sit on there. Like,
No.
there was a moment in Naruto that I love. it was during the Pain invasion. You know, he destroys the village. Choji is like somewhere crying over motherfuckers that's dead, and Kakashi pulls up on him and he says, Choji, act now, reflect later. Or it might have been reflect later, act now. I can't remember which came first, but it was 2 lines. He said, reflect later, act now. Because when you're in the throes of it, look, you're going to have a day to honor your dead. It's going to be a funeral where you reflect on what's lost and what makes you sad. And even like when I think about introspection of your own lowest moments, you know, you might not be thinking about somebody that's lost. You might be thinking about something that was lost, or just when times was different. Or like I said, when you close to the bottom, you probably still thinking about when you crashed out. It's right behind you. You know, that stuff be recent. What's recent on you is close on your mind, but sometimes, all the time, really, you know, you're gonna get a designated space, time. You're gonna get your funerals for your dead. You might pot yourself like 20, 30, 15, an hour, whatever you need per day, per week to think about what was past and what you can learn from it. But you don't spend all day reflecting. Absolutely not. If you spend all day thinking about what was easier, what was nicer, what was better, what's lost, who's gone, it's gonna make you sad. You're gonna miss it. You know, you're gonna spend all day thinking about it and crying about it until the moment you get cut down too. You gotta act now. You gotta do now. You know.
For real. It's like, yeah. For real. That shit facts. You can't be stuck in your head. You can't be too much in your head.
That's fact.
You can't be too much in your head. Oh God, that's how you lose.
Honestly, for me, I ain't have no like thought process into it. When it came to believing myself, I still didn't believe myself even when I was going to the gym and stuff. I was like, it was more of I ain't got no choice. I had to do it. I had to, because by the end of the day, even if you don't believe yourself, by the end of the day, everything it starts off with you. Like, if you want to change something, you got to do it yourself. Even if it's cool to have people having your back and stuff like that, that's cool and all, but they can tell you every day, oh man, you're doing good, keep it up. But if you don't believe in yourself, like, there's really no point. Like you said, you and your thoughts and stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, I use those thoughts to give me a little energy. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to get back into a depressive state. That's not fun. Not at all. So I was like, alright, so I just gotta tough stuff out, man. Tough it out.
Chin up, chest out.
Yes, sir. Chin up, chest out.
Chin up, chest out.
And get to work.
Yeah.
Later on, you can think about it and
you gotta be
get your boosts
thoroughbred.
and stuff. Yeah, man.
Thoroughbred, not a loaf of bread, man.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, it was more of I had to do it. I had to.
Most damn.
What was that? What made you feel like you had to? Like, who was motivating you?
I mean, again, it was myself, because again, if I wasn't gonna get my body right, nobody else was gonna do it for me.
Okay.
Somebody can work out for themselves. Like, you gonna work out, it's you working on your own body.
Right.
I say that all the time. Like, no matter who you build with, you know, how deep the connection might go. Like, even though you might be with them in life, the person that you're with the most is yourself. You was born with yourself that very moment. You've been with yourself every moment. How good or bad the experiences become, like the outcomes that you get, you're the one who's going to experience them the most. You can have the most backlash on yourself throughout your whole life. And then when you die, you still with yourself. Mm-hmm. The people who are with you, they come and they go. It's people that we knew when we was young and we enjoyed that we don't know no more. It's people we know right now who we might not know 5 years from now. It's people we gonna meet in 17 years and only know them for 2 months. Or maybe know them for 15 years after that. You never know.
Oh God.
But you are also only with yourself. And so that quality of experience that you have in yourself, and this is why it's important to believe in yourself, to see the golden streets that you plan to walk on and know that they really are yours. And then put yourself through the work process that it is to create those, you know. If you know that you want what's 1%, you're gonna have to do what 99% of people aren't willing to do. But when you accept that for yourself, take that on for yourself and put 100% of yourself into that and you go for it every single day, like, how can you be denied? How can you be denied if you spend it every day learning about ways, spending time actually doing it, and managing your money to make sure it works? And then managing your spirit to handle the emotions and the things that you take on in this life, such as the losses and whatnot. How can you lose? You know, how can you lose?
If that's how you focus on.
What about if you don't believe in yourself though? What you're doing is discipline.
If you don't believe in yourself, you gotta ask, what do you believe in? Even if you believe in something bigger than yourself, because you must believe in something. Even if it's not, if you're a complete atheist, you have no belief of the spiritual, life is meaningless, we're animals. If that's what you believe, there is no divine energy, you know. Well, do you believe in government institutions? Like, you believe that that's real? Do you believe in, you know, what reality do you believe? And when you understand that reality that you do believe in, I mean, if you truly don't believe in yourself to become powerful within it, then I'm sorry for you. Whatever you believe in, if you don't believe that you have the power to become powerful within that realm, then I feel sorry for you.
Fact. Big fact.
And I would recommend some books to you.
Need help.
But this, I don't know if I
Power
said
Now,
that.
Atomic Habits,
I don't know if I said that. That's all key.
Principles.
So, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't have the belief, but you do the discipline. I'm gonna use workout as an example again. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bigger dude, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just start going to the gym to get myself together. You build that discipline, and then you start seeing the changes. I mean, and then you like, okay, that gives me, I got the discipline, then I got the motivation to do this stuff. Then after I see the changes, and then will they give me the inspiration to keep going? Like, what if everybody's different like that?
I mean, I believe you have to have faith. When you start out at something, you typically have a goal. Maybe not everything, but it's a key to success is actually to have something in mind. There are two creations to anything. There's the creation that you see in your mind, and then there's the world creation that you actually put out there. Everything is created twice, and they never turn out the same. I'm gonna throw that out there too. Whatever you create first in your mind, when then you go create it in the real world, it never turns out exactly the same. They don't be carbon copies. Sometimes you get something worse, but sometimes you get something better than what you previously imagined. So it goes both ways. If you start out on to go to the gym, to work out at all. Now this girl, she tells me about this all the time. There's a pre-contemplation phase. I mean, before you start out anything, you have to want something. There's gotta be something that you want. And I think that's where the pre-contemplation phase comes from, if I want to, where before you even think about like, do I want to work out? You have to decide for yourself that there is something that you do want. You have to say like, it comes from, well, I want to lose weight.
Right.
So it's true, you can start at a place where you say, I want to lose weight, but I don't think I can. I don't believe that it's too late for me. I'm too fat. And the truth is, when you're trying to persuade someone to do anything, you have to break their stories of disbelief. You have to take the domino that makes them say, I can't, and flick it down in a belief in what it is that you're presenting to them. And that's how you're going to change their mind. You can't tell somebody like, if they say, I do not believe that going to the gym, or I do not believe that working out will help me lose weight, and that's what I really want to do is lose weight. There's nothing that they will do different. They will not attempt, you can't sell them on anything. You have to first sell them on the belief that if you work out, you can lose this weight. It is possible for you. And when they believe that, then they can buy into a process for doing it. And I feel like that answers your question. If they bought into the process of doing it, if they're going to the gym, they're working out, they're consistent with it, and they still don't believe within the process, like, if it's a good process that they believe in, and they have enough belief in it to continue doing it, and it's true, like I said, it's a good process, so it's a true process, it should get them the results that they're looking for, that they started out for.
Okay. Yeah, I see. So basically it's back to fly. You throw out the feeling of, I can't fly. Basically.
More or less, I mean, I think I said this in a previous episode, but I say it again, like, the results of like what you're trying to get come from who you believe who you are, first and foremost. People look at the results that they want to get, but if you were to say like, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds, or I want to make $1,000, and then you lose 5 pounds or you make $1,000, right? And then you go back to doing your old shit, you're gonna gain the 5 pounds right back, and you're gonna blow that $1,000, right or wrong.
Facts.
But when you believe that you're somebody different, I'm a healthy person, so I'm a financially smart person. I make money, right? Then you're gonna do things that help you align with what you believe about yourself. You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna follow that process. You might eat better, you might follow that process. You might invest, you might save better, you might read books, learn about making money. You'll develop processes that match the person who you believe you are, and then you'll get outcomes that are different. That's how you'll get the results. You will lose the weight, you will build the bread. But it starts with who you believe that you are. If you think, I can't do this, I'm just a lazy fat nigga. Or, hey, my whole family been broke forever, so that's all I really know, that's all I'm gonna really be. You don't believe in yourself no more. Like, you won't even be able to put in processes that match those outcomes. Or if you, like I said, you try to do it backwards, you try to make the outcomes. Well, I'm gonna save $1,000, even though I'm a broke nigga. I'm gonna lose weight, even though I'm a fat boy. You might be able to do it with the stuff that you can learn, but then you're gonna go back to being who you believe that you are. You're gonna make that money, but you're probably gonna go out to the club that night just because you made that money to celebrate.
Right.
You're gonna lose that weight, and then you're probably gonna have a motherfucking box of donuts because I did it. Like, it's not gonna take you where you really want to go, because you don't want to just lose 5 pounds. You want that to be the start. You don't want to just make $1,000. You want that to be the start.
Right.
But you got to build processes that do that every day. Got to steer the course like that. But that's why I be saying it starts in believing in yourself. When you truly believe that you are somebody different, something different, that you can do whatever it is that you set out to do, you're gonna seek understanding on that more too. You're gonna find ways to get deeper into that realm of belief. And then with that new information, you're gonna open new doors for yourself and go out there and accomplish it. It can be done, but it starts somewhere. It starts right here. It starts with you. And I feel like it also starts with that servant's heart. Like, that's where it starts for me. That's where I try to let it be. Every man needs his purpose. Real talk. A man without a purpose, don't fool. Get away, please, on my mama. A man that's just lost, just out here doing, no idea what he's even trying to do. Your purpose changes throughout your life as your understanding changes. Mm-hmm. Or your purpose can be temporary. It might have been your purpose to do this for this year, but now you got something else to do for that next year. And they might all also fall under an umbrella. Some stuff that you do for the next 15 years might all be under the same umbrella, depending on what your focus is and how well you understand your purpose, how deeply you understand your purpose. Sometimes it's a lot of niggas who don't. It's a lot of niggas who never will. So it is what it is. But don't be around a man that ain't got a purpose. But
right.
I try to let my purpose be to accomplish the vision that I'm called on from my ancestors. I tap onto that spirit. People who came here and they gave their blood, sweat, and tears, honestly, to pave the way for me to be where I am now. They had a vision and a mission. So when I slow down, I open my mind, I tap in with them. And with spirit in general, God, whatever you may call it. I'm not a religious man, I'm a spiritual man. I'd like to study all the religions. That's a side topic though, but what I'm saying is, that's what I try to use to call on, to find my identity, so that I can build the processes that create the outcome for that. My ancestors called on me to pave the way for the next 4 generations. For my kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids, and even their kids. That's who I'm called on to serve. I owe it to my ancestors because they did it for me to be right here. And so when I remain in that line and I use that to remind me who I am and what I'm supposed to do, the processes they build, the outcomes, they'll come. The fruit on the tree is the last part to grow. But if you planted the seed today, waited a year, didn't have fruit, and said, I better cut this down because it's not it, you would never see the fruit. The fruit of the tree is the last part to grow. Man, I don't really have anything more to say.
Yeah. Easy, man. Just tune in. Video dropping. Yeah. On the way. Y'all know I'm not to it.
All right, one last segment. I was just going to say, open heart to the public. Is there anything that's been on your mind or your heart recently, last week or so, that you just feel like you want people to know? Anybody that's listened to anything you learned, anything that open hearts?
New levels unlock new devils.
They do. There's that idea comes out of Avengers too. I've seen that. What was that, Avengers Age of Ultron or whatever, where what's his face? Vision, he says to the rest of them, he says great power invites great opposition. He says, I wonder if like all these great threats to the world, all these supervillains keep popping up because we're here and we're so powerful. So like when a powerful motherfucker hears about the Avengers, they want to go crush them.
Yeah.
Like you reach a new level and then you find out there's somebody else like, hey, you on my level? I want to fight you. I want to find out what you about.
Find out basically Goku. I'm like, oh, you strong, huh?
Yes.
What you about? Let me see what this is about.
For real.
Except they not just like Goku. He was a friendly guy about it. He just
Like,
loved
hey,
to fight.
Goku. No, let's fight, nigga.
It's some people that will really, because they're in such a competitive state, they feel like to see your rise must signal either their stagnation or their fall. So they really will prey on your downfall and come to cut you down if given the opposition. I mean, if given the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
What you said, new levels, new devils.
Anything I've been thinking about lately? I be wanting to be somebody's ass lately though. I ain't gonna lie.
What they been on?
Niggas just being rude, bro. That's simple as it.
Shit.
Be rude, I'm gonna beat your ass.
This ain't good, man.
Now, see,
Real, the tolerance is getting up there. I gotta tolerate a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. You gotta never control it, though.
Yeah.
As long as they don't put their hands on you, you good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. That's why I
Let
ain't
them
gonna
niggas
too
talk.
much.
Yeah. As long as they don't throw no shots or put their hands on you, you good.
hey man, what Naseem is saying is don't be rude. Be kind to your brother. Be kind to your neighbor. Didn't the Bible say love thy neighbor or something? Y'all Christians out here be
Yeah.
You know, that kind of reminds me, like when you're really taking servant's heart to the highest levels, you know, you really, I feel like what that means is to love even a stranger like you love your own brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
The way that you would bend over backwards, spend your last dollar, crash and burn, like fight and die for your mamas, your brothers and sisters and them. And for some people they dated too. I mean, our daddies was kind of distant, but no shots, no shade. When you love your neighbor with that same depth, that unconditional, like, I'm gonna just do what's best for you. If all people embrace that idea, and I know it sounds crazy, I mean, it sounds cute, but true, real talk, we got the,
Makes too much sense.
we have the resources, bro. We have every material resource. If all people just chose to love their fellow human the same way that they love their own brothers and sisters and do what's best for each other, we would create heaven on earth. It's really that easy. We already have it. That's what people be missing. One day, this consciousness will combine the indigenous mindset with the Western material mindset, and we will accomplish heaven on this earth. This is very doable. It's very reachable. Like, we are gods out here. We can create whatever we want to, but the universal consciousness is so mixed. I mean, and I ain't gonna get into the depths of it. Life requires duality. We talked about this before. You need your highs and your lows. So maybe it already is. Maybe that's what is divine, you know. And even in space and all those stars and asteroids and vastness, whatever you want to call it, there's still so much dark space too. I said it before. White page, black pencil lead, you know, or white canvas, black ink. You need both sides to create anything. There is no one without the other. Otherwise, you just have the one, and that'd be nothing. Everything, I mean, if everything was the same, there is nothing. Yeah. So.
That's facts.
Maybe we're already in heaven on earth, and this is the best it gets.
Oh,
You ever thought about
no.
that?
Nah.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Life's what you make it, man. That's what they be saying. Another day in paradise. That's what I be trying to say.
Yeah.
Believe that. Now that I'm here. I'm in the best place I'm ever gonna be. I mean, I guess it really is right now. This moment, this is the best this moment will ever give for you. Even in the past. I mean, I guess that's not true. Sometimes something happens, and then later on you reflect on it and you find out it was a blessing in disguise. Some moments can improve behind, but like when you experience it, the second that you experience the moment is the best it's ever gonna get.
Right. The world may never know. You may never know.
Maybe we really are already on heaven on earth. Who knows?
Probably not.
All right. Well, I talked enough. That's all the open heart to the public I got. So let's roll right into it. As I said before, you know, it's a great honor to be able to serve y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show. Anybody that's made it this far, we definitely want to say thank you for listening all the way to the end. You know, from Naseem the Dream King, from TSO Meechie, from Zero Abyss. You know, we came to this platform to be able to serve others who are striding down the path of greatness. And it's those of you who lend your time and your ears that make that possible. So whatever platform you're consuming on, be sure to like this episode, participate in our polls, subscribe to the channel for more insights on the life of a modern shinobi. Also, don't forget to connect with us on Instagram, TikTok for our short form content. And lastly, if there's anyone you'd like to see on the show or that you'd like us to collaborate with, reach out to them and let them know that you want to see them working with us. Content creators create for their fans. I'm gonna say this probably every week because a lot of consumers don't understand this, but content creators, they create for their fans. So when you tell your favorite creators that you want to see a collaboration, that's what gets their attention pointed our way. So be sure to shout us out to whomever else you're watching and listening to. Hope everybody's having a great day, and remember, choose with your actions today who you're going to be tomorrow. Will you be greater than yesterday?